Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Her. Today was a wild day in the market. I'm going to be talking about kind of what happened today, looking into tomorrow and see how we can profit from it. Today the Dow was down almost 700 points. S&Ps were down over 100 points. NASDAQ got hit down 400. However, it did not feel like it with all these short squeezes, GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, which I'm going to cover here today. As you can see here, I didn't realize any profits or losses. I did average down my Disney call on the day here, so I was up a little bit on that Disney call since I averaged down. As you can see here, the average down, I'm up 16% on the average down. So, my plan was to kind of hold this into earnings or before earnings, but, today was definitely a setback. AMC, I shorted some naked puts. So if you're new here and you don't know much about option trading, shorting naked puts is actually being long the stock. I am not short the stock. I am long the stock for all those comments. So I'm shorting two puts. That's why it has a -2 here. I'm shorting two puts in at the $5 strike. It cost me, I got $1.40 credit per. So my average, if I do get assigned shares for this, if AMC for some reason comes down, pops down to $5 and I get assigned shares, my average cost is going to be $3.60 per share. But right now we're just kind of ride the wave that way, and just overall, as you guys have been watching over the last week, I've been trimming, taking my profits. And right now I have a very small amount of stocks that I have to manage. So I'm pretty much just hanging out, selling some premium, but it's been pretty interesting watching VIX today. VIX is off the chain. Now, VIX measures volatility. It popped open, gapped up 27. Right now, after hours is at 37. It's up 61% on the day. And as you can see here, this last time we had this type of movement was all the way back in September. We did pop up in October for a brief time, but all like having a candle like this all in one day, popped us up to 41 back in June. But we'll kind of see what happens. I think that with the movement in VIX like this today, that the market would have been down a lot more, volatility would have been a lot more, but there was just some selling off. As you can see here, Qs just kind of came down. If we look at SPY on the day, SPY came down into the 50-day range, bounced back up. If you look at the S&P futures hit the 50-day to the T and bounced back up. So we'll kind of see if it kind of holds this level. Right now I'm watching the price action. I'm not going in short. I'm not really going in long either. I'm just kind of taking it easy, watching kind of these meme stocks and what they're doing. GameStop today actually held its gap up, and it does look like it's bull flagging on the daily, on the intraday. And, I was expecting, this short squeeze is epic. Melvin Capital closed out their short position. Citron Research issued a YouTube video today saying, hey, pretty much I'm just one of the Wall Street Bets guys. I'm like the original Wall Street Bets guys. He's like, I don't know what happened to him, if he was getting threats or what. It sounded like it was not going down right for Andrew. Obviously, it's not going down right if you're short of the stock, and GameStop's up another $200 or 134%. But the fact that it held here is pretty interesting, and it's just out of here. And we, people that have been trading for a long time, we've seen this over and over and over again. If you look at Tilray, this kind of, let's go back to 4 years ago. This popped up from 26 up to 300, and then it was on a straight decline. Blew up a lot of funds. it was the same exact thing. Tilray CEO even came out today and said, hey, those who GameStop, AMC, just chill. Don't let the stock price impact you. I'm not going to go through the article, but you can go through it. Just pretty much just said, just chill. Don't get caught up in the hype. Just relax. You're going down, he essentially said. Tilray now at $18.55. And, obviously we know weed stocks have been in a recession for multiple years now. So that's not a surprise, but so has GameStop. It's gonna be really interesting what's gonna happen here. But the most interesting thing for me for the GameStop chart, and I don't have a position right now. I'm just watching the price action. If you're a smart trader, you're watching the price action. You're just not randomly buying, Today was a very good inside day on the gap up. Sure, it popped up, but if you look here, inside day, bounced between 250 and 350, which is a huge range. And this is pretty much just beefing up the option premium. Premium this week, 815%. Monthlies, 604%. I mean, just crazy. Look, the expected move by February is $995. I mean, they priced these things out of here. So it's gonna be interesting what's gonna happen. If you're buying premium, if you're buying options on GameStop, just be prepared that you're paying a boatload of money right now. You're not in the same situation when GameStop was a week ago down at even 40 or even 50. It's not the same situation. These are extremely overpriced. So, trade it at your own risk. BlackBerry, like I said yesterday looked like a consolidation day, and it popped up 32%. It did hit $28. And I mean, these stocks are just going parabolic. And BlackBerry, I mean, what I'm looking at here, I mean, kind of see if it holds this area. We'll see right now after hours. It's not really moving anything. So we'll see. Is the market going to come down and these stocks going to come down? I guess we'll see. AMC, which I sold naked puts in, pretty much chopped around. I mean, pre-market hit 25, but it couldn't break above 20 pretty much all day. And it closed at $19.90. It's coming down to $15 after hours. I mean, this is going to be a rocky ride with all the halts. So, I mean, if you're trading these right now, just be very, very careful. I mean, this is not investment advice, but we've seen this before. I mean, looking at Tilray, looking at the weed stocks, looking at these epic short squeezes. Sure, can they continue squeezing? Absolutely. Can they continue going up? Absolutely. You just know how much you're paying for the premium. I mean, again, AMC, I mean, you're paying, look at this week, AMC, 1,100% implied volatility, 800%, 700% on the monthly. So you're paying a lot of money. AMC is $19. Expected move in 23 days, $78. So just be mindful. That's why I went into selling some puts, because the worst case, I'm going to sign some stocks. I'm going to hold 200 shares of AMC. Otherwise I collect some premium and we move on about our day. But I mean, us traders that have been around for a while, we've seen this over and over again. We know how this ends, but we'll see, in terms of Wall Street bets. I mean, we'll see what they want to do. I mean, we saw the Biden administration come out today, say they're monitoring the situation. We don't know what's going to happen. Schwab came out and said that, hey, they're locking things down for security reasons. I mean, they're pulling out all the stops right now to stop retail traders from trading these, from pushing these higher. So just be careful. There's a lot of powers that be. If you're up a lot of money, just be aware that this could, I mean, if it's not realized, it's not real. It's just paper. A lot of earnings came out. Tesla came out disappointed. It's popped down to 798. It's pushing up to 838. Apple is chewing premium as well, came down to 137, and Facebook disappointed with the monthly active users, but came back to flat, came all the way down to 252. So that's why I'm not really trading earnings right now, because right now it looks like they're coming in a little bit flat, burning premium, but implied volatility. I mean, they did increase today, but implied volatility has been on the low end. These are 50s and 40s for earnings. Apple implied volatility, again, 50s and 40s down into the monthlies here. So that's why I didn't really get into the earnings this earnings season. But we have a lot going on this week still. I mean, we still have Visa, McDonald's, American Airlines, Southwest. The Fed came out today and they said that they're not going to be changing the rates, which is expected, but the market didn't budge. But I'm more interested in right now what the overall market wants to do. Are we topping out here? Let me know in the comments below. Kind of what the situation is here. But again, SPY, came up to 385, down to 375. 374 where it closed. Are we going to come under the 50-day? Some stocks, Amazon came back down today. Amazon has earnings coming up, but they got smacked down, but they're still mid-range, so they're not really getting that hurt. Alibaba was smacked down a little bit, but still mid-range here. So it's not like it's scary yet. I think the biggest thing is VIX and volatility going up 61% a day and chilling up here. Like, what is to come? What do you guys think is going to come? Are we going to have a major sell-off? Is this just like a a buy the dip fake out, because there was a lot of that going on today. Snow was one of them. I mean, it dipped down to 264, ripped up to 288, to almost 290, came back, closed at 266. I mean, a lot of stocks were doing this. DoorDash, I don't know if you guys saw DoorDash this morning, right at open, right out the gate, went to 256, closed at 193. Airbnb, there was some heavy call volume. I was watching on this as well, went up to 216, closed down at 200. I mean, this is going to be, I think the market is trying to have some sort of alignment, trying to figure out what should these stocks be priced at. But right now, I guess we'll see. Leave me a comment below. If you watch this video to the end, comment, watch to the end, hit the like button. As always, stay safe, stay green. It's us versus herd.